Hey there, energy enthusiasts. Welcome back to A Quick Note, the go-to channel for bite-sized knowledge. Today, we're delving into the captivating world of fossil fuels and their incredible journey through time. Ever wondered how the energy that powers our daily lives came to be? Well, stick around because we've got a quick and fascinating exploration lined up for you. But before we dive in, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a quick dive into intriguing topics like this. Ever pondered the mysteries of our energy sources? Picture a life without electricity, a home lacking the warmth of a stove, or a world before cars roared with gasoline power. It's easy to overlook these everyday wonders, but they share a common thread. Let's talk about fossil fuels. Does it sound like something derived from dinosaur bones? Not quite, but the story is fascinating, stretching back to a time even before the dinosaurs existed. These fossil fuels, coal, oil, and natural gas, were born during a distant era known as the Carboniferous period, way back between 286 and 360 million years ago. Yes, that's an astonishingly long time ago. Now, think about the comforts we often take for granted. The electricity powering your devices. It often springs to life by burning coal. Your stove's flame. It dances to the tune of natural gas. And those beloved cars of yours. They zoom with the help of gasoline, crafted from petroleum, also known as oil. All these things, coal, natural gas, and oil, are what we call fossil fuels. So, the next time you switch on a light, cook a meal, or hit the road, remember, you're tapping into the ancient energy stored in these fossil fuels. It's like unlocking the power of a bygone era, long before our world was filled with modern conveniences. So, what in the world is a fossil fuel? Does it sound like something crafted from dinosaur bones? Well, not exactly, but the story behind fossil fuels goes way, way back, even before the time of dinosaurs. Picture this, a long, long time ago, during an era called the Carboniferous period, which was part of the Paleozoic era, fossil fuels like coal, oil, and natural gas were born. How long ago was that? Try wrapping your head around 286 to 360 million years ago. Back then, Earth had a totally different vibe. It was covered in humid swamps teeming with strange creatures, giant leafy plants, and towering trees. The oceans were home to loads of algae, and prehistoric fish. It was a wild scene. As the years rolled on and before the dinosaurs made their grand entrance, all these plants and critters lived their lives and eventually kicked the bucket. Their remains settled at the bottom of swamps and oceans, forming layer upon layer of dead plant stuff. Over time, this piled-up material turned into a squishy substance known. Over countless years, layers of peat found themselves under a cozy blanket of minerals, clays, muds, and sands. This mix of heavy materials gradually transformed into sedimentary rock, creating layers upon layers. As time ticked on, even more layers of rock piled up. Picture the weight of all that rock pressing down on the peat layers like a giant squishy sandwich. For millions and millions of years, this rock squeeze wrung out every drop of water from the peat, leaving behind only the carbon-rich stuff that would eventually become coal, oil, or natural gas. Now, here's the kicker, because it took millions of years for Mother Earth to whip up these fossil fuels, we can't just whip up more when we run out. The fossil fuels we have today are a one-time deal. Once they're gone, poof. That's it. How long until they vanish completely? Nobody knows for sure, but lots of scientists think that within the next century, it'll cost too much to hunt down the remaining fossil fuels, making their use not worth the trouble. This is why many scientists today are on a mission to find alternatives, renewable sources of energy that won't tap out. They're cooking up technologies like wind power, solar energy, nuclear power, and hydroelectric power. Their goal: to make sure we have a way to power our world that won't fizzle out in the future. It's like looking for the next big thing to keep our lights on. And that's a wrap on our quick journey through the ancient tale of fossil fuels. If you enjoyed learning about the origins of the energy we rely on, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to A Quick Note for more speedy explorations, and make sure that notification bell is ringing loud and clear. Thanks for joining us, and until next time, stay curious.